We got Bitcoin's price threatening its all-time high, $69,000. And are we gonna pass it? Are we gonna go lower? Are we gonna go sideways? Let's have some fun and see if we can break it down and figure out where we're gonna go. We got Coinbase crashing in the midst of a crazy pump. Is that a coincidence, or do we got something more mischievous going on? I'm the suspicious type, so we're gonna find out. We got people spending stolen cryptocurrency money left and right like it's theirs, and we got ETF prices going absolutely crazy. What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Where the Money At. You know we're keeping it rocking and rolling, and you know we on episode 61. So if you like the information we dropping, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we're gonna keep it rocking and rolling. So let me share my screen and let's get right into it. So I've got CoinGecko pulled up here, and I've already got Bitcoin pulled up. But here's something that I want to show you. We're at the all-time high. Let me highlight it real quick. All-time high, $69,000. We are only 11.8% down from the all-time highs, and that was just 2 years ago. And if you've been in cryptocurrency for a while, we're used to hitting all-time highs roughly 4 years after the previous one. So as you can see here in 2017, December 2017, we hit $20,000, and it took us until let's count this one, November 2021. So let's say all of 18, 19, 20, and 21 to hit a new all-time high, 4 years. And look where we are currently. We are 12% from the all-time high right now. So this is something that I like to talk about. This asset class is so young. I mean, this chart only tracks it from 2017, but it was created in 2008. And we didn't start really tracking price action until a couple years later. But Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole, the asset class is so young. None of the patterns or cycles that we have are really set in stone. And I believe with all the new innovation coming out, with all the new regulations coming out, these patterns are primed to be broken, and they're ready to be broken. But let's get into the price actions. Go to the top. So we got Bitcoin sitting at $61,000, up 18% on the week. We got Ethereum at 33.63, up 13% on the week. We got BNB sitting at $404, Solana sitting at $133, and XRP sitting at 59 cents. Now, shout out to my XRP people because everything's going up and XRP hasn't moved. So shout out to y'all. Let's look at the price charts. Now, we had this upward trend that we bounced off of and took off of like a rocket. But let's look at the price action. So we had on February 26th, we had a huge pump from 50,000 all the way up to $63,000. Now, we drew this order block here because it wasn't the all-time highs, but when we passed the all-time highs, it came down and tried to blast up past the all-time highs again. It turned into rejection at $61,000. And that's why I drew that order block. So it's looking like we just turned that resistance into support. So as you can see right here, we couldn't blast through it on May 6, 2021. We couldn't get past that price action and we came below it. On November 29th, we couldn't get past that price action and we came lower. But weirdly enough, if you see right here, we've blasted through that point and now we've turned this $60,000 into support. So that's kind of weird. Like, are we about to head higher? You know what I'm saying? So let's look at some momentum indicators just to have a little fun with it and see what's going on. We're going to look at the RSI and the MACD, and I like looking at these on the weekly and the monthly. Okay, so the weekly RSI is saying we're in the overbought area and we have time to cool down. So this is indicating lower price action. But the MACD is saying that we have more positive price action headed. So if you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. We got some green bars showing up, which means it's indicating that we have higher price action to go. So they're saying two different things. We got a little divergence here. So the RSI is saying, maybe we have a little bit more time to head down, but who knows? But the MACD is saying we have more time to push higher. So they're conflicting. I wouldn't really take either one of these as solid things to trade off of because, they're just formulas with some numbers and algorithms. So none of this is financial advice. You know what I'm saying? This is just for fun. So let's look at it on the monthly. Now, the RSI on the monthly is definitely indicating that we have some higher price action to go, and the MACD is letting us know that we have some higher price action to go. So if we look at where we are on the MACD, I would say middle of the green, about to turn white. What were we doing the last time we were doing that? So let's say middle of the green, about to turn white. We actually started coming down when the white, but we shot back up to double top. So, you know what I'm saying? You never really know what's going to happen based off of these indicators. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to take them with a grain of salt. But what they're telling us on both of these on the monthly is that we have some higher price action to go. So that'll be super interesting. Let's check it out. That'll be it for the hardcore price action. But one thing I want to look at is the total market cap. So we got the total two. If you're not sure what the total and the total two is, the total is the entire cryptocurrency market cap. That's the market cap of all these cryptocurrencies that we have currently, including Bitcoin. So our all-time high was 3 trillion, 2.99, let's say 3 trillion. So we're really not that far from where we were then. Let's say we are 23% away, which is pretty decent. But I think just if we think about it, the possibility of where the next bull market could take us or where the next leg up could be. So let's say we're at 3 trillion the last time. I think the next time we run up, we're possibly looking at 5 trillion. To be conservative, I'm being very conservative. I really think we could go past $6 trillion in this market. So what would that mean as far as price action? Because let's be real here. We're all here to learn information about investing in these coins or investing in the products that are being created around these coins to make money. So you kind of want to make a prediction and you kind of want to see in the future. None of this is financial advice, but this is what I'm thinking about. We've been at 3 trillion. Let's say we go up to 6, 7, $7.5 trillion. What would that mean for the cryptocurrency market? So at $70,000 at 3 trillion, let's say it doubles at 6 trillion. So we'll be at $140,000. Let's say we go up to 6.5, $150,000, $160,000 Bitcoin. What would that mean for Ethereum, BNB, Solana, XRP, Cardano, or any of other of these tokens that you do your research and look at? You know what I'm saying? And how would you make these predictions? Like, let's look at Chainlink. You would make these predictions based off of the total supply, the circulating supply, the max supply, like how many tokens are there total, how many tokens are there in supply, the current market cap, you multiply that by however, and then, you know, that's just some numbers, but you also do fundamental analysis on how is this, can this product be used in the future? You know what I'm saying? Like, does it have staying power? Does it have the potential to stay in the top 10, make its way to the top 10? Or is it another fly by night coin that has no real use and could fall out of the top 20, top 100 at any time? Like, I don't think Shiba Inu has any real use. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may be a game, but there is community behind it. And that's one factor that you want to look at, but it's not the main thing. Like I wouldn't compare a Shiba Inu to a Chainlink. Like, they have an actual product. They have an actual software product that they focus on oracles. What are oracles? The technology that takes real life data and links it to blockchain technology or some database in real time. That's a real use case. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say for NFL sports, you know what I'm saying? Soon as somebody completes a pass, the information gets sent to the blockchain just like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shilling Chainlink, but that's the product that they have. So that's just looking at that, making some market cap predictions, things of that nature. But just looking at how the price of Bitcoin is moving, on the fact that we're here only 2 years after instead of 4 years, is making me think, like, is this asset class becoming mature enough to move like the S&P 500, which is just a steady rise up constantly over time? Let's put on a weekly. It looks better. Let's reset it. There we go. All right, so you can see from, let's say, just from 04, it's gone up, come down, but it's constantly crept up, constantly crept up. Is that what Bitcoin is about to turn into? Who knows? Who knows what the future of this is? You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, I was calling for sideways down action. I was calling for sideways down action around this area, around August 2023. I was for sure we were going to go sideways and go down, which proves I have no clue what I'm talking about. And we've just had a slow, steady creep up. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very interesting, and I'm very excited to see how this price action plays out, because I'm in this space for the long term. So I'm going to be paying attention, watching it very tough, and I hope you are on this journey with me as well, so we can all try to make a bag. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into ETF price action. We got GBTC sitting at $55.35, which is up 2.8%. IBIT iShares Bitcoin Trust at 35.42, FBTC at 54.33, and BITO ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF at $29. So the last time we checked, which was 2 days ago, IBIT, which was right here, was at $32. No, I mean, I apologize. IBIT was right here, so it's went up $2 some. GBTC has went up $3 something, no, almost $4. BIOT has went up. It's went up $2, and FBTC has went up $4. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I feel like this is not normal ETF price action because we're used to cryptocurrencies moving up very quickly. But stocks and ETFs, I believe they move a little slower. I think we're very, very spoiled with the price action and the price movements that we get. I think this is ridiculous. So tonight, I'll be researching how to long them, not financial advice. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. So first bit of news we're going to get into, Bitcoin ETF record gets broken yet again on $612 million of inflow. 10 Bitcoin tied ETFs netted $673 million in Wednesday's haul. Surge in spot ETFs help spur demand for the digital asset. Bloomberg doesn't give you the real story because they're whack and they want you to pay for it. But it's about the headline. There's money flowing into these ETFs, and we're witnessing it firsthand, watching this price action. So I think this is something we should really pay attention to because it might be a really, really nice opportunity for me here. So let's get into other news. Coinbase users see $0 balance after crypto trading app suffers glitch. So on this crazy price action that we had right here, Coinbase went down. You know what I'm saying? So there's two things that could either happen. Like either there were so many people using the platform or trying to create a profile or buy and trade at one time that it crashed the application, or there could be some market manipulation going on. Now, I'm not an expert in market manipulation, but I understand that it happens in every single market. And one of the easiest markets to witness that on is the gold market. So with the price being where it's at and staying where it's at, with a little bit I understand about gold, there's people longing and shorting it, and a lot of the big institutions, a lot of the financial institutions that are making their real money are making their money with the price staying where it's at because they're making the money in the transactions and the longing and shorting and making a difference in between. So that's why we have to question the ETFs coming out because this just gives more control to financial institutions to control the price. So we really don't know what's going to happen with Bitcoin. I mean, it's probably already controlled by BlackRock. If I had to take a guess, we've seen it with real estate and every other asset. So why not cryptocurrency? But something to watch out for. But either way, I'm gonna take the guess and say it was just so many people trying to use the application that it glitched. And if you logged on, you saw a zero application, and it gave everybody a sad face. You know what I'm saying? It gave everybody a real scare because they didn't know if they were losing their cryptocurrency for good. You know what I'm saying? But luckily they got it back up. Their site engineers got it back up. Everybody can see their balance. Everybody can see their assets again, and they can buy and trade again. But that does lead to another point about self-custody. If your cryptocurrency is on Coinbase's exchange, then that cryptocurrency technically belongs to Coinbase. Yes, it's yours, but technically it belongs to Coinbase because if they were to go bankrupt, there is no guarantee that you get paid back because who are the first people to get paid back? The angel investors, the seed investors, the shareholders, they get paid back first, and it trickles down. And if there's any money left, which normally there's not, then retail customers like yourself and I get paid. You know what I'm saying? So that just is what it is. So look into a hard custody wallet, Trezos, Ledger. I personally use Ledger. And then even when you self-custody, you have to diversify. So I only have one right now, but there may be a point where I get a different one and I hold my share of cryptocurrency between the two. You know what I'm saying? Because who's to say Ledger or Trezos won't go down? I think there's more Coinbase hard wallets getting created every day. So I think we'll have a bunch of more options in the future as far as self-custody and hard wallets. So yeah, man, it was pretty scary. I mean, this is a screenshot of what it looked like, and if that's not a reminder to get your cryptocurrency assets off of exchanges, and this is a great introduction into cryptocurrency if this happened to you, because this has happened to people who have been in the game for a long time and they never got their cryptocurrency back. Back in 2018, I invested into this pre-sale. I think it was an ICO, an initial coin offering, and they said we got our own website coming out. It was called Rayblocks. They had their own exchange, so that was the first red flag, but I didn't recognize it back then. They had their own exchange, so I sent money to it, got my coin, and left it on the exchange. And what happened? They sent the email saying they got hacked. And I was sitting there believing them, thinking they got hacked. No, they ran off with the bag. So watch out for those cryptocurrency exchanges that aren't very popular. My friend told me about a site she's using the other day, and I was like, I've never heard of that. You know, and I use Coinbase. So take that how you will. Somebody was tweeting anyone else's Coinbase account at zero. Coinbase, where's my crypto? Yeah, you can cry all you want to Twitter, but when it's gone, and if it was really gone, there'd be nothing you could do about it, buddy. You could write an angry email. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for the Coinbase news. I'm glad they got it up. Coinbase has stood the test of time, and I do commend them for the job that they've done with the community so far. So I'll give it that. So let's get into this last little bit of news. Woman to be charged after US $4.2 million in cryptocurrency allegedly misappropriated. I'm guessing these are some screenshots of some things that she bought, and it looked like she bought out. Singapore, 31-year-old woman has been arrested for US $4.2 million in cryptocurrency that was allegedly misappropriated. She will be charged in court on Wednesday for cheating and suspected involvement in money laundering activities. The police say they received a report on February 28th last year of $4.2 million in tether belonging to a company that was purportedly misappropriated by an employee. So I'm wondering if she worked for this company or the employee worked for this company and they sent it to her. You know what I mean? The sum was said to be misappropriated between May and August 2022 into cryptocurrency accounts that allegedly belong to the woman. So, like we always talk about on this channel, cryptocurrency is the worst medium to do crime with because everybody can track it. Let's go to Ethereum really quickly. There's something called a block explorer. This is blockchain technology. There's something called a block explorer. What can you do with a block explorer? You can search addresses, transaction hashes, blocks, tokens, and domain names. This is called the latest transaction. We can see every transaction that just happened within the last 8 seconds, the last 10 seconds. If we refresh it, last 14, last 16, and I'm pretty sure we'll get another list. You can see everything that goes on. And governments have always had this type of access, but now with this new data model that we have called blockchain, and we have block explorers to give a visual to it, we can see everything that's going on as well. So all someone has to do is get your address. You know what I'm saying? All the feds got to do is pull the address, or the company who got robbed, they can give them the address and track the movement of the cryptocurrency. But that's neither here nor there. So when you hear people talking about people use cryptocurrency for miscellaneous and scams and terrorism and all that stuff, yeah, I'm pretty sure they do, but it's not smart because you can track it. The police established the woman's identity through follow-up investigations. Yeah, I bet it wasn't hard. She was found to have transferred the sums to her cryptocurrency wallets and used it for various purchases. So she purchased a pair of white slippers, a bag, sunglasses, as well as a black car that appears to be a Mercedes. So basic. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do anything new. You know what I'm saying? She got some name brand. Look like she got some Louis, possibly some Ray-Bans. You know what I'm saying? And a Mercedes. Look, all I'm saying is, I know economic times are tough out here, but don't be thirsty. Don't allow yourself to succumb to the idea of thinking you can do a scam or scam somebody or rob somebody and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? And you may get away with it, but you can only do wrong for so long. You know what I'm saying? And it's highly likely you won't get away. So I just recommend not doing any illicit activity. Don't do anything illegal. You know what I'm saying? Just keep pushing, keep trying, because hard times do not last forever. The woman will be charged on the offense of cheating, furnishing false information, and offenses of converts of transfer under the Corruption, Drug Trafficking, and Other Serious Crimes Act. Drug trafficking. Jeez. If found guilty of cheating, she faces up to 10 years in jail and a fine. Those found guilty of furnishing false information face a jail time of up to 3 years and a $1,000 fine. 10 years seemed kind of light for 4.2 mil, but if she got to pay it all back, you know what I'm saying, she'll probably Should probably do 3-4 years in some light shit. In the CDSA offenses carry penalties of up to 10 years and a fine of up to $500,000 or both. So let's just, take these lessons that we learned from all of these cryptocurrency stories that we hear. They're not exclusive to cryptocurrency. They're just economic lessons that we need to learn. Don't be thirsty. Stay locked in. Get all the best information you can to make the best possible decision you can about investing in this asset class that we all love and enjoy, called cryptocurrency. And like always, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later.